Hey everyone, we're back in the book of Joshua. Last week we looked at chapter 4 and these 12 memorial stones and God calling us to remember his faithfulness and strength. Today in chapter 5 we see another weird, strange thing. You see, God takes Israel through the Jordan River, and you would think that the first thing they would do would be have a strategy for battle, go into Jericho, begin to take the land. But that's not what happens. Instead, in chapter 5, we read that God called the people to be circumcised. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems like an awfully strange thing to do to prepare yourselves for battle, to become weak, to become vulnerable to all the nations around you that you're preparing to go and fight against, to weaken your army by performing surgery. It seems like such an odd thing, and yet it's such a God thing. Because what God wants us to realize here is that circumcision is a symbolic act of a heart that is fully devoted towards Christ. You see, circumcision is a cutting away of the most intimate part. And in the New Testament, Paul talks about being circumcised in the heart. And that's what it's symbolic of. It's saying, are you fully devoted to me? Do you fully trust me? Are you relying on your own strength? Or are you relying on my strength and my wisdom to do my work in fulfilling my promise? And so Joshua obeys, and the men of Israel are circumcised, and then 4 days in, while they're still in pain, they celebrate the Passover. And as they celebrate the Passover, God begins to remind them that he is the one who does the work of deliverance. It reminds me of the beautiful passage in 2 Chronicles chapter 16, this beautiful moment in verse 9 where it says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to give strong support to those whose hearts are fully devoted to him." That's what's happening here. It's a moment where the Lord is saying to Israel, set your hearts on me. So friends, what does that mean for us? What does it mean for you today? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for the church as we prepare to take ground in what God has given us? I think the Lord is saying, I want your heart circumcised before me. I'm the one, this is what God's saying. I'm the one who does the miracle, not you. I'm the one who will give you strength. It's not about how strong you are, how vast you are, how big you are. It's not about any of those things, how skilled you are. No, it's about his power being made perfect in our weakness, and it's about us being vulnerable before a holy God, devoting the most intimate part, the very depth of our being, to be fully devoted to him, knowing that his eyes are looking for those who would be circumcised in the heart, to be cut off from the world, to be devoted to him, knowing that his promise is that he will strengthen those who lay in that space. Friend, we're praying for you. We're praying that you would see God rightly and that you would be fully devoted to him, knowing that in that space, he will deliver you and he will win the day.